Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's edition of the 5D News. We are May 20th. How are you, Sophie? We're stepping into Gemini season today.
Yay! I'm happy about it. Yes, so feeling great. The sun is finally coming in. We're going to have some good weather here. Let me know if you have it in your area. I know that I talked with some people today in the US, and they said that it's sunny and it's just make everybody happy. So hopefully you get that too.
Awesome. Sending you so much love and light and sun into your area of the world, your corner. And while we're here, do make sure you are subscribed to our channel. We are simulcasting on YouTube and Rumble, and do make sure, of course, you support us this way. If you do enjoy this kind of show, it really helps us into creating some more. And we are live, premiering, not live, but premiering every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You're going to have a brand new 5D news, such as this one. All right, Sophie, where shall we start? So let's start here, the Earth and the Star, where I usually like to start. Okay, so on the 24th, so in just 4 days from now, we're going to have Saturn enter the sign of Aries. So we know that we just had Neptune enter also Aries for a long time. Saturn is about 2 years and a half that transits one sign. But nonetheless, there's a lot of big planets entering new signs in 2025. So this is a big year of huge collective changes and as well personal, as we know. So I'd like to ask the cards, because this is such like a big shift in energy, more activation of the archetype of Aries, which is all about pioneering, changes, new stars. This is the first sign of the zodiac. What will this transit activate in the world? Saturn moving into Aries.
As Revelation is the very first card. Revelation.
Okay.
Achievement, new perspective, revelation. So a fresh new start collectively. It says this is a partnership card. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
So possibly changing how we relate to one another in committed relationships. It says the return. So I think it would make people return to an old way of dealing with connections. That's weird because we have Aries, but I will get a second row. But it says the return.
But you know what? Like, that's interesting because Saturn is in a fall position in the sign of Aries. So it's not like a very comfortable place for Saturn to be in. Saturn is putting boundaries, likes long-term commitment, but Aries like quick change. So Saturn is a long-term type of stamina or energy investment. But Aries is quite contrary to that. And it's the opposite sign of Libra, which is, let's say, partnerships. Aries is more about independence. So I feel like it's a lot about, and let me know if you feel that with the cards as well, about like standing true to ourselves and having healthy boundaries even in relationships. So that might also be why you're getting this topic coming up.
So far I'm getting more romance. So far I'm getting more of the 50s kind of old romance, bringing more of the respect, I would say, for the divine feminine. And I would say this is a change of perspective in how we deal with situation in partnership. So let me get a few cards on that. Let's see what we have there. With Revelation, what is the card that goes with this? We have the Fool, a fresh new perspective. Interesting that he is reaching for the moon and not for the sun. The moon, we know, is a feminine.
Yeah.
So interesting that we have this. Then we have the Strength. I would say we're stepping into a new culture of, or it could be just a phase, but hopefully not. This is going to bring more of this gentleness, respect for women, I would say. Old-fashioned, Queen of Swords, respecting boundaries, exactly what you said, Julie. So respecting boundaries, and Page of Pentacles with the card of Romance. It's just adding on more of more boundaries and a new vision on this topic. I'm surprised. I didn't know that it was going that way.
Yeah, me neither. But like, as I'm thinking about it and I'm listening to your guidance, and your read, I'm like, this makes sense because you know what? Like, if you're developing more healthy boundaries towards yourself, you're respecting your own needs, which is Aries, which is Saturn and Aries. It makes like a big change in the way you relate to other people, and that can only lead to more healthy relationships that are also in line, respecting your boundaries, respecting your needs, and that way, I feel like you can have like a very, let's say, fair exchange of energy in a relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about like dating apps because of that energy of Aries, fast, 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 and maybe getting sick of it, getting sick of that dynamic and wanting to have something more solid and questioning how to get that.
So like the Aries is like the impulsive energy of Aries is being tempered down by like the need to ground of Saturn. So that can also lead to good results. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I love that. Let us know what you think. Okay, so I've been wanting to ask this question for a long time, but I've always was forgetting about it. So I think a lot of people are going to be interested. I noticed that there was like a huge trend in celebrities and in, I guess, many people, especially in the United States, who are taking apparently Ozempic, which I believe is a medication for diabetes, from what I understood. And I believe a lot of people are taking that for weight loss or weight control. So I like, from what I'm hearing, it has become quite a global phenomenon. I don't know if it's just in the States or worldwide, maybe even worldwide. Let us know what you think. But of course, there might be lots of side effects. And I also found this picture on internet, which talks about possible side effects to, let's say, aging the face more rapidly, having more wrinkles, sagging skin, all of that. So I'd like to ask the cards, what are the side effects of taking this drug, let's say for weight loss? I love your face.
You made the same face now.
Okay, this is not good. I had a feeling, honestly, well, like obviously that this wasn't really good, but I didn't know that bad.
Like he is peeling off of his skin. Okay, so I guess it's bad.
It's bad.
Very, very bad. And now you're making the same face as me.
Okay. Okay. And
I will take
what,
2 tarot cards from the mouse deck just to see.
just to lighten up the energy.
The King of Cups reverse. Okay, so problem with a heart, I would say. And then the 7 of Wands. So that means the defense, your immune system goes down.
Is weakened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's not good, guys. That is not good. And I feel like it's with the end card. Like, would you agree that it can precipitate? I don't know if that's the
Yeah.
word in English.
The
Passing of some people, even.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's going to do. So this drug is going to be removed from the market in the later years for sure. This is going to lead to passing.
Okay. Whoa, crazy times that we're in. Okay. Last question on the entertainment segment. So our friend here, Kanye West, it says here in this article that he wants to save his marriage by suing a dentist. So I'm interested in the portion that why he's suing his dentist and not how he attempts to save his marriage, allegedly. So apparently, and then I'm going to give you my take on the subject. So apparently his former dentist prescribed nitrous oxide, a prescription which is also called laughing gas, that led for him to an addiction and cause, allege to him, severe neurological issues. And we know that also Kanye West has probably like a mental health issue. Maybe is he bipolar or something? I know it's not the term they use nowadays, but anyway, something along those lines. So can we just ask the cards, like, is this the real reason of his mental issues, this prescription or this addiction to nitrous oxide?
No. But let me just take one more card because he is sure about it. He is really sure that this is a cause. And let me just take one more cards just to see what is the real reason, because I don't think it's that at all, but he is sure about it. Okay, let me see.
Interesting.
He is certain about it. So
that it led to a relationship issues with his wife.
Like hormones imbalance.
Yeah. Okay. But your first answer was no, in the sense that
there's something else, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but he is certain that this is it. So from his point of view, from his perspective, that's what he thinks. Okay, yeah. So he is being attacked from darker forces. It's really clear. But he doesn't have, I think, the validation. It doesn't have the proof that this is what is happening. So he thinks that on a physical level, this is the other reason. But the real reason is that he is being attacked.
So darker forces using this addiction to find a crack within his energetic field.
Yeah, and making him hallucinate, making him like losing contact with his heart. Yeah.
As he, or did he become a threat to the darker forces in power because he was revealing too much of the, I don't know, the you know, this word, the global problem that is now being exposed with the music industry and Hollywood?
We have the Emperor, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacle. I would say there is other things as well with
that
this.
He was speaking out about. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we have the King of Swords, so that's the speaking. So yes, it's partly because of this reason. It's partly also because he's very, very smart, and he has the upper hand in his contract most of the time, and he didn't like it. The Page of Pentacle is that there was not a lot of blackmail possible with him.
Yeah, he already almost lost it all.
Yeah. So the only thing that they could do is this, but is it also because he was revealing too much? I think it's because he's too smart and he was able to connect the dots with a lot of things. So it's not just that.
Okay, can we know like what's going to happen with him? Like in the future, is he going to expose more of what he knows, or is he going to be shut down? That's the correct word. I'm not sure.
He is planning on revealing a lot. I have the awakening. I have telling you. So this is telling people what to do, but this is in a very positive light with the other cards. We have vibration. We have unconquer, which is I will fight. And we have try, which is a collective with awakening. And the last card underneath is touch of evil. We do have a card of fear that is there, but I mean, it's not going to win him, to stop him, because we have guidance also and bodyguard. So overall, what I'm seeing is that he's protected and that he will try to do as much as he can to reveal.
Yay! I'm so excited because you know what? Like back in the days where he was beginning his career, like my two favorite artists, hip-hop artists or rappers were Kanye West and 50 Cent. And now I kind of know why. I like them without knowing, right? Like both are big advocates for trying to awaken people. Wow. Okay. And last question on this, like, is this a substance, this laughing gas or nitrous oxide? Is it a substance that is being used a lot with celebrities in order to try to control them or may have them possessed. Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a yes.
A
One
big
card.
yes.
Let me take another one. I want to see what is
Crazy.
there. Yeah, settling. It says because of that settling, I think that they have it more in the beginning when they are entering in a first contract to really set into their new identity, their new reality, and how things will be, to accept what they cannot do anymore, what they cannot say, who they cannot be, what they cannot express. And it gives them that kind of space to transform and to adjust into what they have to do.
Even, I guess, like have not like, what is it, like multiple personalities? Not, that's not exactly the term I'm looking for, but like to
dissociation.
Exactly, thank you. Dissociation from their core self. Yeah, so that they can sustain being in this very toxic environment.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Let us know what you think. This is certainly crazy. Okay. Lots of interesting questions here from the community. So I want to thank everybody who has took the time to ask their questions. And there's one that I've been wanting to ask for a while. This is from Gigi Kilty. Hope I'm pronouncing this right. Thank you, Gigi. So she's asking, there has been some talk in the news about the growing popularity of lab-grown diamonds over mined diamonds because you can get them for much less money. This is such an interesting question. I've been wondering the same. So is there a spiritual difference between these type of diamonds? Do the ones that form in the earth have more power, or is it growing them in a lab a way to get diamonds into more people's life to assist us in some way? So this is such good questions. Let's just start. Like, is there a spiritual difference between lab-grown diamonds in comparison to earth mine diamonds?
Is there a difference between the two in terms of vibration? Yes. So I think we should take a few cards for each.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because also I'm interested, and I have another question coming up, because I heard that the only place apparently that you can wear diamonds on your body that will increase your enlightenment or your antenna, let's just say it like that, is to wear them on your earlobe. So that was going to be my next question. Like, let's say, what kind of diamond does the trick? And let's start with just the difference within the vibration of a lab grown diamond as opposed to earth mined.
Okay.
If you want to take some cards.
Yeah, which one first?
Let's ask the earth mined one. Perfect. The natural ones. What are their properties?
So it's associated in the energy now also with love, long-lasting love, because
because of the engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a vibration that is there. We have, it's a young energy. So we have Peter Pan. That means that it's very vibrant. It is very active energy. Let's see what we have. It says freedom, and Peter Pan is freedom too. And it says forever on that card. So I think it's pretty good. The only thing that I don't like is the mask. I will take another one. The only thing that I see is that that's exactly what I was going to say.
Is that because of like the blood diamond sort of trade that is not ethical? That's like, let's say, adding like a more negative vibration to a diamond?
I don't see it in the cards. I know it has an impact, that's for sure. But the main energies are more associated with the collective subconscious of the wedding ring. So the only thing that I didn't like was this energy and this energy, which is very good in most situations. I don't like when it's a commitment, because that means kind of blurring the line with freedom and cheating and flirting. And the card that followed were the mask and the compromise. So I think that having the diamond is not necessarily the best when it comes to marriage. Not only because, yeah, if it's really bad place that it has been taken from, and the people working to get those minerals it's not a good vibration. First of all, that's one thing. But on top of it, it's such a ADHD energy that it's not the best to associate with a commitment.
Is it also because like we're generally wearing the ring on the ring finger, for lack of the technical term? Is it because of the place that it's being worn that it has this effect?
I don't think it's that. The first card is trouble, so I would have said yes, but we have reinvention and pride. It's more about the crystal itself. That finger is associated with the heart meridian, so it should be okay. But it's very reactive to the heart. That's why we have trouble. So whatever you put there is affecting your vibration of the heart, and the diamond is not stable enough to be the symbol of a marriage.
Whoa. Okay, you're dropping the mic here. Okay. Okay, and what about, can we ask, like, what if we wear real diamonds, real earth mine diamond on the earlobes? Okay. What is the effect of that?
Shadow of a doubt, mute, tribe, the end, karmic. I would say that you have to be very independent thinker to wear it there. So if you're a truther, this is good, because you're going to have this quality of very Gemini energy that I'm sensing from those cards for both the diamond in general so far. So you're going to be actively receiving information, questioning, curiosity, open-minded. So you're going to question a lot. So if you're not an independent thinker, you're going to have anxiety because of it.
Crazy. Okay, and can we ask also, like, what is the frequency or the effect of the earth mine natural diamond outside of what it represents in society, just like the inherent frequency of the diamond?
Yeah. Trouble. This is where I think this is, I get what you're asking, but I wonder if this is pulling the energy from the people who get the mineral, because this is not good. This is abuse. This word.
It's okay. Okay, well, let's ask the cards. Like, is the frequency of the diamond being messed with by the way it's being mined or the traffic around it? Is it affecting the frequency of the diamond?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Whoa, okay. And can we ask, if it was to be mined in a very ethical, fair way, what would be the frequency of the real earth mine diamond?
Perfect. It's like tofu. It doesn't have one. It takes yours.
Okay. And it's like a chamber of resonance?
It's like yeah, but because of the collective energies have been, let me just see. No, there's something. Wait.
It magnifies.
It magnifies, but when I take cards and we have the mirror, so it's magnifies, yes, what is there, but we have transformation. So with the mirror, it just means that it will match your frequency. But then we have pride in the ego, parasite, and this word that I cannot say. So I feel like at the root of it, it's not that positive. It's very selfish.
Wow. Okay. Has it been used to hijack the concept of fidelity in marriage? And maybe even, like, that celebrities or rich people use it a lot to I don't know, to be more vain. I don't know. To show off, I guess is what I was looking for.
Yep. So it has been used knowing that people would not be faithful. It has been used to allow this kind of behavior also in marriage and to embody something to be desired.
Oh, that is crazy. Okay. And now, what is the frequency of a lab grown diamond?
Yep.
Because I'm guessing like now we're taking away all the unethical part of it because it's not being mined.
Mhm.
Let's see what the cards has to say.
Yeah. I guess I understand more why I never wanted to have a kind of a ring if I get married.
Wow.
It's super bad on Awaken and Psycho. Okay. It's really, really, really bad. Honestly, don't use it.
Well,
This is enslavement energy. So I don't know if you see it, just those two together. But
it keeps you like deeper in the matrix.
yeah,
But you
there's a risk that there is also some kind of tracking or something in it.
okay, but like you did say when we talked about the natural one, that wearing it on the earlobes, if let's say you were a truther or using your voice or being in your power, that could be positive, right?
Yeah, I think there's a very huge difference between the two. I think that the effect is very different. One was really used for more the marriage and partnership stuff, and the other one is more about society itself. And let's see for the earlobe, because the natural one is really good for your truthers. Like you said, it's really, really good. It keeps you always sharp, always questioning, curious. I like that. It opens your mind. I like it, but not as a symbol of marriage.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's see for the earlobe if it's a lab growth. It says fresh start, numb, and off-world signs. It's the same. It's on the earlobe. It's not the same vibration at all.
More meaning positive.
Positive. Yes, you're going to be having more signs, more messages from above. We have signs in the off-world, and it says fresh start. So I think it's like bypassing what negativity was planned for both.
Woo! Okay. I'm mind blown. Let us know what you think. Because I do have some lab grown one that I sometimes wear on my earlobes. And I do feel good, honestly, when I wear them. So that makes sense. Wow. Okay. Truth bombs after truth bombs. Okay. Here I have a really good question from Sherry. Thank you, Sherry, for commenting. And that was when we were asking about the effects of cilantro and people having like a automatic, almost kind of defense repulsion from their bodies because it helps let's say detox the heavy metals. And when you have too much, this is what we said in previous 5D news episodes. And she was commenting on this one saying that those with anger issues and acid reflux that I've worked with are super resistant to rose water or oil. How interesting. And she said same thing as cilantro, the body is trying to hold on to, let's say, whatever toxic stuff it has. So what is the blockage experienced by people resistant to rose water or rose oil? What is it that what is their blockage about?
Right away, do you think it's the astrology, like Mars versus Venus?
Right away I'm thinking no, but I would be curious to see what what or you have to say about it.
Well, just because the roses are so associated with Venus, and that aggressivity is more like the Mars. So maybe
Okay.
there's a reaction. We'll check with the cards, but
Yeah. But I'm thinking that can also be like a temporary state where, let's say, you have lots of anger trapped inside your body, and like you're being like it's not just meshing with the vibration of rose, for example.
exactly, like if you're mad and somebody's trying to hug you, at first you may resist it or push it away, and then embrace it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's see.
What is the blockage experienced by people resistant to rose water or oil?
Okay. compromise coming together. So yeah, you have to insist a little bit longer. So the two of them, the person that needs it and the product, can really find a way to connect to each other. We have the hearts. So I think it needs to be slow because we have compromise, but it needs to be every day. And the resistance is exactly that, is it, desire and desire, strangely enough. So it's a lack of connection between the masculine and the feminine.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Thank you, Sherry, for that. Oh, you had something else?
Yeah, sorry. Just wanting to finish on this. We have aggressivity right there. We have survival, and we have down to earth. It's just calming down the nervous system and making sure that when they have anger or when they are resistant to that, it's just because they're not feeling safe enough to take it in. So we have to go slow but continuously.
Okay, very, very interesting. Our next question is something that I was wondering about. So I heard there was like a huge avocado cartel, and mostly from Mexico, where they call it green gold. So apparently, they have a lot of cartels, drug cartels have diversified their economy through. So here it says criminal organization collect fees from farmers, exert control of transportation and supply routes, and course local governments. So they have come to a really diversified way of making money. So it's not only drugs anymore, and a lot has to do with the huge amount of avocados that is now entering United States and other countries, and I'm guessing Canada too. And I was talking to my Spanish teacher the other day, and she lives in Mexico, and she was saying that even for them, avocados were super expensive, and they produce like a huge and a crazy amount of avocados. So I was very puzzled about this whole cartel. So, and we know that avocados are very, very trendy in a lot of different types of cuisines right now. So I'm wondering, can we ask the cards, like, are there also health or spiritual benefits from consuming avocados aside from the taste? So health or spiritual benefits from the avocados.
It seems to be a big yes. Interesting. Okay.
The green gold is real.
It seems to be a big yes. We have surrendering, we have refocus, we have revelation, we have enabling, we have recharging. So so far, revelation, refocus, and recharging. Interesting. So it seems to be a big yes. And I will take more cards underneath. Very spiritual, extremely spiritual.
Wow.
And we have the star. Is there? It's very spiritual. Okay, let me see what it does exactly. King of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacle. I feel like this is supportive food for connection with your higher self, with source, with the divine. I feel like this is something that could maybe help you to either detox what is happening that is blocking to the source, or really enhance your connection with source itself. Overall, it's something that is very, very positive. And of course, I'm saying this, but you have to understand that the frequency it is cultivated and that you are cooking with, it's also affecting it. So you have to always infuse with love when you're cooking and everything. But the avocado itself is supposed to be recharging and helping you to connect with source.
Okay, that's super interesting. And I'm wondering, is the frequency coming from those avocados and specifically coming from those cartels? Are they being tainted with, let's say, the violent energy of the cartels? Like, is the frequency somehow like tempered down because
The devil.
of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and temperance. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I would say the death card. Yeah, I would say that you have to probably, if you're using it first of all, make sure you always cook with love. That was going to help, but also kind of a how do you say that, ritual, kind of a detox the bad energies on it, to change the vibration of it, because it is very positive apparently, but the cartel, you said that, and it's the devil, so it has a tainted vibration because of it.
Okay, and can we ask, like, will this very unfortunate cartel end soon?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking also about all the farmers that are being stuck in that loop. So will this end soon? This control over the green gold?
The fool and the world, it's a yes.
Yay!
Absolutely. There's something about norms of farming that is going to change, and that is going to help with that transition. Yeah. So I think that somebody's already on the topic of removing those cartels, and they're trying to find ways of doing it.
Okay, well, that is a really great news. Okay, in the near future, will everyone need to grow their own food? As amazing as it sounds, like I'm thinking it's probably very, very time consuming. Let's ask the cards. Maybe it's not the role for everybody.
It says that there's going to be a return to Earth. So I do see it. There is a return to Earth. But in the same time, we have this is the card of no, and this is the card of release.
Okay.
So, and we have secret. Okay. So there's a ton of layers in this. Not everybody will have the weather to do it. The time, like you said, the weather. But there is a return to Earth and a change of how we are using product to do it. So I think that the answer to that question is a more balanced way of doing it, a more balanced way of cultivating fruit, vegetables, and even flowers, that is wanting to return to the basic and healthy food.
And it's interesting, you had the doctor with an X, and when I saw that, I kind of had the message that it's going to be our new medicine. Like organic food is going to be the new medicine.
Yeah, I'm using this card for people who doesn't want to go to the doctor, refusing the treatments. So yeah, it could be absolutely that if you don't want to have chemicals, if you don't want to have many things in your health that you don't want to have, well, it's through diets that you're going to do it, the change.
Yay, awesome. Okay, last question in this topic of health and body. What is the effect of sugar on the body, mind, soul? So I don't know if it's too big of a question. Do you want to, or let's just see.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's ask it. What's the effect of sugar on the body, mind, and soul? Because we know that the industry really put tons of efforts in order to make us completely addict to sugar. So it must have an effect, or let's say delaying our awakening, I'm guessing. Let's see.
So far it talks about how it puts you in a state of euphoria first. So we have euphoria that is there. So that doesn't sound bad at first. And then we have regret, settling, Dracula, and secret. So I'm going.
Yeah. So it kind of puts you on a roller coaster, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And it says pride in the ego and release and transformation. Okay. So that basically is going to have shorter life expectancy because of it. And it talks about draining you. So it's really like any type of other, I will not say that word, but you are not more happy or more this or this. You are borrowing from what you would have in the future naturally, and you're having it in advance, so you have a crash afterwards. Let's see this crash, what it's about. So we have
it's taking away your life force energy by borrowing what you don't have, a bit like caffeine, but in a more addictive sense, maybe.
Yeah, and we have Ace of Sword, Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands with the 10 of Cups. It affects you on many, many, many levels. Your mind, your vitality, your your life expectancy, your fertility levels, and your connection with source also. It's a huge distraction, and it blocks you from a lot of layers of experiences of the world. And I think that on top of it, what is really horrible is that you feel great while you're doing it. So you think that it's a good thing, your body, your mind thinks it's a good thing,
Yeah.
but it's actually just taking away many, many things to you. And it's actually playing with your mind. It's actually playing with your heart, with your body. So yeah,
It's
it's
like
really
short-term satisfaction versus building something of real value for the long term.
yeah, absolutely. When you overdo it, let's see, the Empress, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Cups. It takes away, yeah, fertility is there with the Empress for sure. Fertility is there.
No wonder.
And the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is very dangerous because it talks about how it limits also your experience to many layers that we saw. That it's so when I say that, that means that you're not going to have all of your senses alert. You're not going to know how you react to life because you're in this false euphoria. And that can be really little because we're so used to it. We're so thinking that this is unarmed. What is the word? Like not
Non-harmful?
yeah, not harmful. So we're so used to this that we don't see what is life without it. And
Yeah.
what is life is that without it is that your reaction to anything and your gut feeling to anything is going to be tempered if you have this in your system.
You know what? Like, I'm thinking, like, how it's probably affecting, well, as you're saying, a lot more than we think, and I'm thinking about, like, how it makes us value maybe more short-term satisfaction in general than, something that's gonna have true value, purpose, nutrition for the long term for our soul, and that probably conditioned most of our choices without us knowing about it, right? So it's like you're consuming just stuff because you want that short-term satisfaction, content, information, relationships. It probably has an effect on everything as a society that we just want to consume because we're looking for that short-term thrill. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, and I think that it's just like caffeine and everything. It just makes you not respect your limits because you are just buying that. Oh, all good, all good. I feel great. I'm having a good time. But if you were in your true feeling, your true sense, you would maybe say no to some things that you are saying yes to. So I'm trying to be vague because it can affect every area of your life.
Yeah.
Relationship, conversation that you're not okay with, job, working longer hours, you're thinking coffee so you can do more, but in fact your body is saying no, I need break.
Yeah.
Sugar is doing the same.
Whoa, that is crazy. Let us know what you think. I'm very curious of it. And we launched this little beauty a week ago. It's still time to take advantage of our 20% off promo. That will be for a very limited time, so only 5 days left. If you'd like to book your special pre-recorded reading with Sophie, this one is 30-minute long, so a lot more affordable than the 1 hour long. Sophie, how would you describe this pre-recorded reading with you?
So this one is made for everybody that wants to have their reading with their question, and maybe the schedule doesn't work for them or something. So this one is a little bit similar to what I did for the yearly reading at the beginning of the year. I had lots of positive comments on this. Thank you so much for everybody that sent me beautiful comments to it. And I just wanted to offer something that was available all year long. So this is available all year long. right now we do have this promo code, but it will be available all year long for you, this 30 minutes reading. And this one is about, you can send me your question and I will really connect to your energy and send you a recording you're going to be able to re-listen to before the event, during the event, and after it, so you are able to really grasp what is in the card for you and to have the clear answer. So this is the new pre-record for you.
Yay. And any kind of question works, any kind. It could be surrounding your relationships, your career, your spirituality, your life mission, your direction, any kind of choices you have to make. You need some more guidance. Sophie's amazing to take a look at that. And yes, we did receive amazing comments with the 2025 prediction. So thank you, everybody. And if you'd like to get yours, it's still time to book, and there's probably going to be a high demand. So I recommend that you book now, and the link will be down below. Don't forget Tarot20 as your discount code to get 20% off until May 25th. Okay. Now, I have amazing questions from you guys. And this category is spirituality, so let's dive into it. Let's hope I find my picture. Yes, right here. So I have a question here from KB, and she's asking, when we leave the 3D, will women still be birthing babies? And she's also saying, after the last reset, most old photographs just show adults, and later came the orphan trains and babies in incubators on display at world fairs. Will we live longer and therefore not reproduce? How much longer will our lifespans be? Will there still be babies? Will babies be born outside of us in incubators or something else? So lots of interesting questions. Let's start with, when we leave the 3D, will women still be birthing babies? And maybe let's say when we reach the 5D consciousness, because I'm thinking that we're maybe in 4D right now and still birthing babies. So let's ask, like, when we get to this 5D concept of consciousness, are we still birthing babies as women?
Okay. No.
Crazy. I did not expect that.
No, it says no, absolutely not. It says that it's not going to be the woman that has to that has to do it at all. It says that it will still be from the cells of the body for sure, and it will still be the same kind of it's my child, but it says that the burden will not be there anymore on the woman to do that. Some women love that, but some have the medical problem with it, or etc. So yeah, it's pretty much saying that there is going to be
bringing up baby, it said.
Yeah, a new way of dealing with it.
Okay, I'm so mind blown that I don't even know what to say. Wow. Okay, so I've heard a story about, I believe it was Pleiadian beings living in higher realms of consciousness, more advanced, let's just say, more evolved. And they were saying that they were, like, let's say, conceptualizing together, like the couple, to create a baby through intention, through loving creation. Is that sort of where we're going with this?
Well, I had a card of the strength with this. I will take another one also with this. The strength means that it will not have to go through the body, that's for sure. It will be something that is a process that is way more, let's say, gentle and loving. We have the Page of Swords. So yeah, more the mind. We have the Page of Pentacle. Yeah, it will be a creation and emerging into creation. Look at those images. You see how he is creating something, building something. And this make me think that we're going to be able to choose if we want to have, this is really weird, but almost like bringing someone back from the other side of the rainbow. So I don't know if they mean that literally, like, are we taking some part of their DNA to have them coming? And I'm not talking about cloning. I'm really talking about the new way
Yeah.
of having babies. Or are we able to choose which soul are coming through when we are? Maybe both, but
Yeah.
it's a very new way of having babies being born.
Okay. I want to know what you guys think. I am absolutely mind blown right now. And talking about reincarnation, I have a very interesting question from Melanie Knight. Where were the elites somehow able to hijack or manipulate the reincarnation process and be able to reincarnate back into the same families, back into money and power that they had built? Can we ask that? So, very interested to see what the cards have to say there. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's all about keeping money and power.
Oh, yes, and continuing. So it's almost like they don't have to reincarnate also because of that longevity there, but they can choose to do it. And that's a ritual, how they do it. There's a way of doing it where they get to reincarnate in the same place.
Can we, like, it's very abstract to me right now. Like, how do they do that? Like, on a practical level, can we maybe ask the cards, like, how did they get to hijack the reincarnation cycle? The one that chose to reincarnate.
Ooh, okay. They push out the soul that would have been there, and they are able to take in that place.
Okay.
So I'm assuming when the mother is pregnant, they are able to see which soul is in there, to push out that soul, bullying, and just making sure that this is the right soul.
Is that why they do those change of genders also? Is that because they're trying to push out the soul? Or is it like a yeah?
Yeah,
Oh.
because it says they're stuck with the gender.
Oh, okay, so they do it after the fact that the new soul is in. Okay.
The new soul, the first soul, the initial soul, if this is not the right one from the get-go, they get to choose. Well, they choose. Well, yes, they get to choose because of their pre-incarnation plan. And the next soul that takes place has to deal with that gender. They cannot, they just can push that soul out of the way, but they cannot change the physical aspect of it.
Whoa. Okay. Next question. So apparently the White House just admitted that they possess the technology to manipulate time and space. Okay. I'm just gonna let that sink in. That says a lot. So will we be able to see public declaration or revelations of, let's say, time travel or teleportation, like official statement that they do possess the technology of time travel and teleportation? What?
Just a lot for the brain to understand
I
that.
know, my brain is about to explode.
Okay, so are we about to repeat the question, please?
Are we about to have like a public revelation that on Earth we possess the technology to time travel or teleport?
Lonesome, that seems to say no. Regret, that seems to say no. Enabler, that's a no. Ascension, okay, ascension could be a yes. Barbarella, fear, mirroring. They don't think we're ready for it.
So they do possess it, like in the
Uh-huh.
statement, but they're not gonna announce it so clearly.
No, because there is things that they want to do before people know about it. So the Mandela effect, I'm assuming, is very necessary. We have a tower, yeah. So they're trying to do a lot of things before it is public. Because I'm assuming the collective subconscious is going to be affected by this information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shocking.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently they don't deem that we're ready for this information. Okay.
No.
This is from Tim. Thank you, Tim. Is this an underground military base near Giza Pyramid in Egypt or a Stargate? So apparently this is coming, I believe, from a drone or Google Earth. I'm not sure. So they saw this strange unidentified structures that have been discovered in Egypt. So lots is being discovered in Egypt right now. So again, the question is from Tim, is this an underground military base near the Giza Pyramid in Egypt or a Stargate? What is this? Basically.
Yeah, betrayal, jealousy, and threat. That's not starting with the best energies. Reptilian base.
Okay.
The key. Reinvention. Yeah, that's a power place. That's a very powerful place. Ruthless, money and power. Yeah. It says abandoned though. I don't believe it is. I think it's just public enemy. I think they're very careful about when they use it.
Okay. And can we ask like what type well, I think I have an idea, but like what type of activities are they doing over there?
Ace of Pentacle. The King of Wands. The Ten of Cups. What do you think it is? The Empress.
So can you show again the cards?
Yeah. Ace of Pentacle. King of Wands. Ten of Cups. The Empress.
I'm thinking cloning with the Ace of Pentacles, creating
an army, I feel.
Ah.
And many people in power. Yeah, cloning many people in power and creating an army.
Is this like in The Islands type of situation, like the movie that they have like, she's like, what? No, you haven't seen it, right?
I think I saw it 15, 20 years ago.
Okay, well, it's about like a underground base and they have clones there of famous people in the outside in the real world, but the clones are not, they don't know that they're clones and that they're clones of like rich and powerful people, but they keep them there to be like their insurance policy in case someone needs an organ, whatever, you know?
Yeah. Is that like The Island? Judgment. I feel that this is a little bit more than this. I feel like there's a lot of research being done about it. I feel like it's also a total replacement. If someone in power is not doing the game, he is going to be replaced. Yeah.
Okay. Is this also like Hollywood, celebrities, music industry, or is it mostly about politics?
Page of Pentacle. I think that for the celebrities, they go there more for rewiring of the brain, more like a reset of the brain.
Like Ariana Grande the other day, she went to the clinic to have a memory reset or something.
Brighter day, memory.
Brighter day.
Eraser, I think, as she said. Yeah, it doesn't show that they invest a lot of time and energy for celebrities.
Okay.
But it says that they have some kind of facilities to take care of it. Yeah, the Four of Swords. So treatment more with the subconscious.
Okay, this is crazy. Our last question from Lulu Ong. Thank you so much, Lulu. She's asking about Ammonites. So she said, I would like to ask if the Ammonites are related to Atlantis in any way. These sea creatures existed between 400 and 66 million years ago before extinction. The spiral shape of the fossils reminding me of how Plato described the mystical city to be like in rings of water and land, like the Richet structure located in Sahara Desert. Ammonite fossils, wow, I'm having issues to pronounce, sorry guys, can be found worldwide, but why is the Ammonite gemstone from the fossils only found exclusively in the Bear Paw Formation in Alberta, Canada? Who knew? Also, can the cards tell us the true power of Ammonite stone and how it will benefit the wearer because of its vibrant colors and spiral shape? It is said to contain the power of the universe and opens the 7 chakras.
Okay.
Okay, let's start at the beginning of the questions. Does Ammonite have any connection to Atlantis or the energy of Atlantis?
Well, it says it's very linked with something very similar, same vibration. I'm not sure it's exactly it, but it's very, very similar. We have the awakening and recognition. So I would say that if it's not exactly it, it is the same vibration.
Okay, and what is the power of Ammonite? How?
Sorry, I just had a download. I think it's just because it comes from the same place as the people in Atlantis, but it's not from Atlantis. That's why.
Repeat that. It came from the same people.
The same
My
people,
brain is like,
it's totally fine. So it came from the same people that populated Atlantis, just not from Atlantis.
Okay.
So the same origin. The names, Julie, you know better.
Well, I'm thinking that lots of people populated Atlantis, maybe even off-world. So
I think it's off-world.
Okay, can we ask if it's coming from off-world?
Yeah, we're gonna ask.
Ammonite.
My guess is yes, but we can ask. Absolutely. Is it coming from off-world? Is it coming from off-world? Thank you. You have ego debt, which is a yes for me. Grief. It's coming from. It's not coming from off-world. It's coming from guides, like higher powers in a very positive sense. So I think those are the one that populated Atlantis too.
Okay, and why are they most being found in Alberta, Canada? Or she said almost exclusively.
It says gaslight and secret, recharging.
Okay.
I think something in that place made them stay there, where when they were elsewhere, they are destroyed. So I think it's something about that land that is keeping them intact almost.
And what is special about Alberta in terms of frequency and protection?
They have that kind of the Sabutibiner. What is in English?
Sand? Excuse us, guys. We're getting yeah. Our brain is like mashed potato right now. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. So there is something in the land that makes it sustainable for it to not disintegrate. You're going to look for it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's it, but we have gas, so I think it could be it.
And can we ask the cards like, oh, it says oil sand.
Okay, that's simple.
Okay, oil sand. But what is the spiritual frequency of Alberta? What is it special? What's special about Alberta? Because I know that also the people there are special, right? Like,
yeah, it's very special. So they received a visit from those entities, and very positive ones. So there is something special there where they plan not just those things in there, but they also planned many people with high vibration there. So I'm not saying they're still there. I'm just saying that this is where it started. We do have a very positive energy there. It says it was a foundation. This is a home foundation. It was a foundation, a very powerful foundation for a place of positivity and light.
This is crazy. Okay, and last, let's ask about what is the true power of the Ammonite stone, and how it will it benefit the wearer?
Yeah, it helps you to go into your mission in life. to find, first of all, your mission and to access it. So you need to be ready, because it says that once you have it started with, if you have this frequency with you, you're going to be propelled in it. And you may think it's a good idea, but you need to be ready for changes.
There's no going back.
There's no going back.
Is it? Okay. Is it a little bit similar than, and of course, I'm not going to remember the name of it.
The green stone. I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, Moldavite.
I was thinking the same exact thing.
Does it have like a similar frequency than Moldavite? Because like this is what I heard about Moldavite as well. Oh,
exactly. It's pushing you in creativity. It's pushing you to in your desire, in your goal, in your dreams. It's really activating some kind of very powerful drive for desire and drive for creativity.
Woo, this is crazy. Well, this seems to be very powerful indeed. Okay, well, thank you so much, Lulu, for that great question. Thank you, everybody, for sending your amazing questions to the community. And please continue to do so, because we're going to have many more of this show every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Do make sure you like it, because it really helps us into knowing what are you interested in, and it helps us into creating some more show like this one, because this is lots of research work, but we love to do it because we know that you guys appreciate it. So thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this video to anyone you think would appreciate this content. Thank you, Sophie. You are indeed amazing. We had so much fun. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody. Sending you much love, and see you next week. Bye-bye.